Hello lovely Flosstube friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, also known as Cross Stitch Bunny here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Today is Sunday the 10th of November and I have returned from a lovely weekend spent at the Floss Friends retreat in Rotherham. I had a rather lovely time, so I arrived in Rotherham on Friday afternoon. The Floss Friends retreat, for those that have never attended, do not run on the Friday itself. They run Saturday and Sunday, but I arrived on the Friday because I did not want to be wasting time driving there on the Saturday. So I arrived on Friday afternoon, just in time to check into our hotel room at 3 o'clock. I say our room because I was meeting up there with Sarah, Cross Stitch Mad Sarah, here on Flosstube and over on Instagram, and we were room sharing. And Sarah was also being my little shop helper, helping me load all my stuff because I was attending this retreat not only as a stitcher but also as a vendor. So I thought I would film a little Flosstube extra video just to let you see what the retreat was like. So I will be inserting footage from my time that I spent in Rotherham. This will be very similar to the other retreat videos that you have seen me film. I've tried to capture a little bit of everything, so I have some lovely stuff from the finishers table to share with you. I captured all the vendor stalls with what was being sold. There's a little bit of a pan around the room just so you can see what the room was like at Rotherham. I'm going to show you a bit of the food that we had and all those kind of things, just so you can get a feel for the Floss Friends retreat in Rotherham. I believe that this particular retreat runs at this hotel twice a year, if I'm not mistaken. So there is an early in the year event, I think in February, and then a later in the year event, which is typically in November, although in 2025 it's actually been brought forward to October. And I do have my ticket booked for that one already. I hope you enjoy the footage that is coming up, and when that's all over and finished, I will give you a little nosy at some of the goodies that I brought home with me. I hope you enjoy. After meeting up at the hotel, Sarah and I headed out for an early dinner on our first night on the Friday night. We went to Las Iguanas at a place called the Meadow Hall Centre, which has a food section called the Oasis Food Hall. We had lovely food, sort of like Mexican, South American tapas. It was delicious. We really enjoyed ourselves. We did have a couple of cheeky drinks as well because they did have 2-for-1 cocktails, but we were sensible, didn't want sore heads in the morning. So we stuck to 2 drinks each, which was plenty. And after our meal, we were very full and we walked it off a little by having a little walk around the attached shopping centre. And just for information, in case you do ever decide to go to the Floss Friends retreat, it cost us £10 to get a taxi there and then a taxi back, and it was about 10 minutes drive. So yes, we had a lovely first evening before going back to our room. So this is mine and Sarah's shared room at the Floss Friends retreat in Rotherham. This is our bathroom, and my hands smell like a salad garnish because we've got this parsley hand soap and it really does smell like parsley. Yeah, the products here are quite novel. We've also got chia seed body lotion, and in the shower we have got more of the parsley body wash and some purple kale shampoo. So yes, all very unusual products that I've not seen before. We've got our little wardrobe here, which is currently housing my Lowry, my boots and my coat. We've got our coffee station. We've got our little snack bar sorted here. Sarah chilling on the bed in her bonnet.
Protecting the curls.
Protecting the curls. I am also in my pyjamas. We have found a bit of Flosstube on the telly, starting with Charlie Feather's latest episode, and we're going to sit here, watch Flosstube, stitch, and then we're going to get to bed and have an early night before we get up tomorrow for the first proper day of the retreat. We'll see you tomorrow. Breakfast was included in our room cost, and there was a really good spread, so there was all the elements of a cooked breakfast if that's what you fancied. And then there were also plenty of cereal options, so there was a full cereal bar, juices, there was toast, there was a porridge station, and there was also a lovely cold selection of fruits, cold meats, boiled eggs, pancakes, smoothies, yogurts, cheeses, fruit, pastries, everything. It was really, really good. Very impressed with the breakfast spread. And on day one, I did opt for the full English option, had a bit of fruit on the side, and also a strawberry smoothie and some orange juice. Really good start to the day before we headed to the Stitchy Room. This is just an overview of the Stitchy Room. So you can see there were plenty of us there, lots going on, so many lovely projects in the room. Unfortunately, I did not actually go around and take a closer look at what anyone was stitching. I was rather busy with my own shop, so limited amount of filming going on in the Stitchy Room.
Yeah, they should be there. Have space to put them all out earlier.
You don't mind being on Flosstube, do you, Rachel? With all your pretty threads, look at these. And what is the name of your website, Rachel?
It's
.com or .co.uk. Beautiful threads. All the cottage garden threads. So there were quite a lot of us who took our shops along. We had Stitch Mania here selling bags, grime guards, thread conditioner, other little accessories. There was Atelier Framing there, offering their framing services with a really nice selection of frames and mounts. Saw quite a few people going over there with their finishers. There was my shop, Stitch Bunny, with a bit of everything. I scared Sammy coming up behind her with the camera while she was browsing the needle minders. But yeah, I was there with all my fabrics, charts, scissor keeps, needle minders, bothy kits, everything. Sammy's shop was there, the Old Barn Stitching Company, and her selection of model stitched finishers on the table was just absolutely stunning. Really, really beautiful finishing work. She had some lovely little pillows, framed pieces, just gorgeous, really gorgeous. And some lovely patterns for sale. Really pretty bit. She also had quite a few lovely finishing fabric bundles available. But I mean, just look at these finishers. I had serious finish envy. Really, really beautiful. We then had turtle bay stitches. So there was a lovely variety of, again, grime guards and whip bags, little auk catchers, lovely little accessories, loads of things just made out of beautiful fabrics, little needle books, all very, very cute. Loads of finishing fabrics underneath as well. And then we had Jess Get Stitching with grime guards, bags, some really lovely like dishes that were like handmade, really pretty for keeping your orts or other accessories, or just even like beads inside them. They were really lovely. Then the last vendor that attended was the absolutely lovely Tally Stitching Shop with some lovely grime guards and loads of pretty fabrics. And there were also a lovely selection of whip bags, both vinyl fronted and also full fabric designs for those that just don't like vinyl. So yeah, there were so many vendors in the room and we all had some really lovely bits with us, and I think we all had a lot of fun as well. A really, really fun weekend of getting to chat with everyone who was coming over to our shops. Yeah, super, super fun. Moving on to possibly everybody's favourite bit of a retreat video, the finishers or the brag table. Look at these gorgeous Mill Hill finishers in these beautiful frames, absolutely stunning. I almost bought this set of Mill Hill kits from Zarina in Northampton, and now I'm definitely getting them next time I see her. They were beautiful when I saw them stitched. Some other lovely little finishes. This really cute like Christmas pudding under this glass. So sweet. Loads of really varied stitching on the brag table, which had kind of expanded out onto chairs and other surfaces because There were too many stitches for the table size. But yes, I'll stop talking now and just let you enjoy the finishes. That is all the stitchy footage I captured. We will finish with some more of the food just so you can see what it was like. So day one lunch was salmon with a salad bar, cakes. There was also a chili option for people that didn't fancy the salmon. That's what Sarah got with the chocolate cake. So yeah, nice hot lunches with different options to pick from. We did have to sort ourselves out for an evening meal, and on night two, Sarah and I did opt to eat in the hotel bar along with like 10 other people. So we had a big long table. We all ordered different things off the hotel food menu. I went for a selection of Korean tapas, which was interesting. Other people got burgers, pies. We were all well fed. Day two breakfast, I just opted for some stuff from the cold bar and cereal because I did not fancy a cooked breakfast on day two. And to finish, before we all left, we had a lovely lunch buffet for our last day. So this afternoon, Sunday afternoon, before we left, we had stir fry, fish cakes, curry, greens, salad bar again. That was my selection, a little bit of everything, along with some yummy cheesecake to finish. That was my Rotherham Floss Friends Retreat experience. Had a great weekend, loved taking my shop, loved also just being a stitcher on day 2. I only vended on day 1 on the Saturday, and on the Sunday I just enjoyed being a stitcher. Had a fantastic time. I hope you've enjoyed that little overview of what the retreat was like. It really was a fantastic weekend. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I would like to say a big thank you to everyone that was in attendance that shopped at my shop and bought a few goodies. Yeah, lots of you bought a lot of things, and my car was a lot lighter when I loaded it to come home. So obviously that was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you to everybody that shopped with me. I had a lovely catch up with so many ladies. I'm not going to list everyone by name because doing that always makes me panic that I'm going to miss one person out and upset someone. But there were so many people that I was really happy to catch up with. There was some lovely stitching going on by everyone. And yeah, I just had a wonderful time. My table mates, you all know who you are. You were all wonderful, and it was lovely to see you all again. I just had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I did bring some goodies back with me, so I will just show those to you quickly now. The first thing I'd like to share with you is a gift, a stitched gift. So there was a smalls exchange at the retreat where you could stitch a small, and it had to be a fully finished object, and then there was like an exchange where you don't know who you're exchanging with, and everyone just sort of swaps gifts. I didn't partake in that. I actually had every intention of doing so, but I just ran out of time and wasn't organised enough, and I hadn't stitched anything in time to participate in that, which was a shame. I need to do better next year. However, well in advance of this starting, Sarah and I had already decided that we were going to do a gift exchange this year, just the two of us. I wanted to stitch a Christmas ornament for her, and she wanted to stitch one for me. So we did that, and I did get that FFO'd in time. So I will pop on the screen the picture of what I gifted to Sarah. You have probably seen this stitching on my Instagram because I stitched it some time ago, and I'm not the best at FFOing, so I had left it till the very last minute, and then I roped Adam into helping me literally the night before to FFO this chicken. So this was Chicken Joy pattern by Stitching with the Housewives, and I ended up finishing it by backing the stitching onto some like 2mm foam, and I then wrapped the star fabric around a larger piece of the foam, and I put the two together, and then to make it neat and tidy on the back I finished it off with a bit of felt, and we put a gold hanger on that was just done with sort of some gold sparkly twine that I think I purchased from Amazon in a 3-pack. You got a gold, a silver, and like a bronzy gold. It was the bronzy gold that I used instead of the really, really gold. And yeah, they came in a 3-pack, and I think they're designed for like stringing your own Christmas ornaments. So that was the perfect choice to use. And yeah, I was really pleased with how my gift for Sarah turned out. And in exchange, I got this lovely elephant in a cup with his Santa hat and the little tree here and the candy cane. And Sarah finished this in this lovely like flexi hoop, which really fits the design perfectly. It's like it was made for this design. The size is just absolutely perfect. I've got this cute little bow, and behind that bow there is a little hanger, so I can just hang this up wherever I like over Christmas. And it is felt backed to hide all of the back, and it is just wonderfully cute. I absolutely love it. So thank you, Sarah, for my lovely gift. I'm really pleased. He will be displayed with pride this Christmas, and Sarah and I have decided we're going to do this every year, I think, instead of exchanging gifts, because for the last several years we have exchanged Christmas gifts, but it's tricky, isn't it, to know what to buy someone every year. And we decided that this was so fun, we enjoyed it, we're going to make each other a Christmas ornament next year as well, and hopefully in years going forward. So yeah, we're going to make it a new tradition, so that is lovely. So that was my little gift from Sarah. I got another little gift from one of the lovely ladies at the retreat that went around the room and was handing out, I'll just show you a bit better, handing out these lovely like acorn felted little things on a counting pin. So yeah, super cute. She had them in all different colours. I picked a yellow one because yellow is my favourite colour, but there were green ones, brown ones, yeah, loads of beautiful shades, and I love that. That will be super useful for when I am counting anything out. So yeah, that was a lovely little gift that everybody received. She went around the table and gave them out to everyone. I got a few little bits from the D-stash table. So there were things on the D-stash table with prices on, but then anything without a price were freebies that people just didn't want to take home with them again. And I did pick up this pack of blank cards. So just square aperture blank cards. There's a few in there, I'm not sure how many, but I thought they might encourage me to do some finishes of some smaller items. And then there were also these blanks, which are more of a curved design. And I thought, I'm not sure because I didn't have the patterns with me, but I do have quite a lot of the patterns from a certain series. Then my mind has now just gone blank, but they are Christmas patterns and they are this shape. I'll have to dig out the patterns and then actually show you in a future Flosstube the ones that I'm talking about. But yes, I had this certain series of patterns in my mind. Are they the Polar Pals, perhaps? But there's like a polar bear and other cute animals, and all the designs are sort of this sort of oval at the top but square at the bottom sort of shape. So I was wondering whether I might be able to use these to mount those in some way if they fit. And if not, I'm sure I can use them for something else. So yeah, I picked up some nice card blanks. Also on the freebie table was this lovely Lizzie Kate pattern, which I grabbed. This is called Time for God. It doesn't use too many colours, and they are all weeks dye works, but with DMC and anchor conversions. So yeah, I picked up that little pattern, thought that was nice. I have to take this one out of the packet because it's got a big sticker on it, but Beth from Stitch with Beth on Instagram, I think her name has changed on YouTube, but it's definitely Stitch with Beth on Instagram. Beth was giving away this lovely Country Cottage Needleworks chart for January. I'm so sorry, I'm filming late at night, so it is shadowy if I hold things too close, but this is the lovely January pattern from the like monthly samplers. And I have no intention of doing the full series, but I love this one with the snowmen, and what I actually thought I could do is stitch it, but just move everything up and basically get rid, I don't know if you can see, but I thought I could just get rid of the January and just scoot everything up and just stitch it without the reference to the month, and that it would just be a nice cute Christmas stitch without the month written on there. So that is my plan for that. And thank you to Beth. Next little freebie kit that I grabbed off the table was this lovely cute squirrel sort of key fob thing. It is a little Tufts and Tails red squirrel keyring kit, and the chart for it can apparently be found in Cross Stitcher issue 401, and I'm hoping that I've got that issue on my Readerly app. Fingers crossed. So that will be a lovely little small to stitch. Oh, I got a bunch of needles from Sarah because we were in our room and she said to me, like, do you use size 28 needles? I said yes. She was like, I don't like them. I prefer 26s, but she had a big stash, and Sarah just gave me all of her size 28 needles that she doesn't want. So I've got loads of lovely needles here. I've got like John James branded needles. I've got some DMC, some Bowen needles, and then I've got these ones which I've not seen before. These are John James as well, but just in different packaging that I've never seen before. It's actually very pretty packaging, and she gave me 3 packs of these. So yes, I am fully loaded with so many needles now, loads. Last little freebie I picked up was this Keepsake 2024 cross stitch calendar book, and I just loved the picture on the front of this, so I loved that pattern in particular. There are also some lovely designs that you can see here on the back, but it really is the cover that caught my attention. And then when I did have a little flick through it, I'll see if I can just in fact, I'll show you, because there's 4 more designs here that I can show you quickly, and I'll show you the ones that I really liked. So there's another 4 designs on this page. I don't think I'll ever stitch the stained glass window, but I really did like that. But then down here, this one on the chopping board, I absolutely loved. There's some other cute patterns in here. I've shown you the 4 on the back. See if there's any more that I can show you without showing you the patterns themselves. Is there another preview page? I can show you this one because the pattern's like mostly on the opposite page. So like there's this one with the camper van, and then there's some lovely bird designs in here, but the preview of those is very small and it's on the same page as the patterns, so I can't really show you that one unless there's a preview in the back. Oh, which there is. So yeah, this trio of birds up here I thought were absolutely beautiful. And you've also got these other patterns. That's the cover pattern, lovely butterflies. Yeah, so I thought that that was absolutely lovely. I was really happy to see that. I've never seen this before. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Oh, Emma from Emma X Stitchers did pick up a freebie copy of World of Cross Stitching magazine. It's one of the recent releases with the Rendale foxes on the front. And I do actually have a Readerly subscription, so I have got the digital copy, but Emma picked up the freebie off the table. And I loved this penguin chart. So that is the artwork for the penguin chart there. And then you can see here like a preview of the actual stitched version. But yeah, I absolutely love this. So cute. And Emma just tore out the penguin pages for me just so I had a hard copy as well, because she's not going to stitch it. So yeah, I got a really nice little haul of goodies. I also did do a little bit of shopping. So the first thing I bought was this Ort catcher. So I already have my lovely sort of triangle Ort catcher from Susie, but then they had these ones which are sort of like a little dustbin. Mine is a farmyard print with sheep and chickens and cows and pigs, which my other one is ducks, so there's a bit of a theme here, but this one just twists and then pops away. So I thought this is a really good one for travelling with, like travelling to future retreats with, and my triangle one I can keep on the arm of my chair at home. So yeah, that will be my new little travelling one. Very handy that it just collapses and folds down. From the same lady, so it is Stitch Mania Stash. I also bought my first thread conditioner in, oh, my camera doesn't like focusing in this light, in Blueberry Muffin, and I spent ages smelling them. So she had loads of these thread conditioners. They are 100% soy wax. I've never tried a thread conditioner before, to be honest. I don't really struggle and feel like I need one, but I just thought maybe with like my Krynics and metallics that it might help them just stitch a bit smoother, and I thought I may as well try it. And yes, there were like 8 or 9 fragrances available, and I was there like sniffing all the pots until the point that I went nose blind and I had to leave and come back again in like 15 minutes when I could smell again to make my final choice. But yes, I settled on the Blueberry Muffin. It smells delicious. The second contender, when I narrowed it down to my final 2, was the Reindeer Farts. I did actually like the one that apparently smelled like Rudolph's bum, but I thought the Blueberry Muffin will be a better scent for sort of all year round use, so that is what I went with. I bought this little stocking kit from the D-Stash table, so there is a really cute little Santa design and an elf, both with like felt things and the little twines to make them into hanging stockings. The pattern is in there, so I don't need to hunt for it in a specific magazine issue, and I just thought they were lovely little ornaments that I could even do for this Christmas because they should not take long. So I thought I would do the Santa for Daisy and the elf for Hadley, and I think they will really love those because I want to stitch them both an actual Christmas stocking, but that is not going to happen for Christmas 2024. So that will be a nice small stocking. I can make them instead in the meantime. Last bit of shopping was this lovely chart. So this is a hard copy of the Flossabilities nautical pillow. Yes, I'm just checking. So yeah, this is the Flossabilities nautical pillow design. Really love this with all the motifs on it. And it called for Classic Colourworks Deep Blue Sea, but there was none of that available at the retreat. However, I did pick up this lovely cottage garden threads. Is that what they're called? Yes, cottage garden threads in Blue Moon. And I thought that that would be lovely. It's sort of like a mid blue with variation that looks quite subtle and like blendy, so hopefully my pillow will not end up stripy. So yes, that is all the bits that I got. I've shown you all the footage from the retreat itself. I hope you have enjoyed, and hopefully I will be back in a few days with my mid-month stitching update, which is why I have not shown you my retreat stitching in this video, because I literally have a couple of days before my mid-month Flosstube is due. So I took 3 projects with me to the retreat. I stitched on 2 of them, but I will show you that in my mid-month update. Take care everyone, happy stitching, and I will see you very soon. Bye!